Good afternoon, students. Welcome to English class, 10th standard. Last class we have discussed the poem that is Lochinvar. So in this class, let us have a new poem that is our William Blake's Poison Tree. Have you ever seen poison tree? कौन सा भी ट्री पॉइजन हो सकता है क्या? कहा तो सुने आप? नहीं, कौन सा भी ट्री पॉइजन नहीं हो सकता. Then why ever William Blake wrote that a poison tree? Why he wrote it is a poison tree? Our name of the poem is poison tree. तो नाम ही है यहाँ पे poison tree. तो मतलब क्या है? ट्री क्या है? Poisonous है. So here let us say about the William Blake. William Blake 1757 to 1827, 1757 to 1827, nearly 70 years he lived. Belonged to the pre-Romantic period in English literature. Although he did not have formal schooling, much more he has not studied. ज़्यादा तो स्कूल नहीं गए ये, ज़्यादा तो सीखे भी नहीं, फिर भी क्या है? He wrote some of the poems. He became the mystic poet by his ability to see the world of God behind a physical world. What he says? World of God, ability to see the world of God behind the physical world. ये सब physical world के पीछे क्या है? भगवान है. So he had might believe that he had seen a God behind this physical world. So what is this poem Poison Tree? Here I will explain first the summary here. The poet was very angry with his friend. बहुत ही गुस्से में था पोएट ने उसके फ्रेंड के साथ. तो he never explained his anger. Wrath. Here the meaning of wrath is anger. He never talked with his friend. फ्रेंड के साथ कभी भी बात ही नहीं किया उसके गुस्से के बारे में. तो अंदर ही रखे वो गुस्से. So for example, in a classroom, if the two students they fight today means, so next day they come and they see each other. अगला दिन आके दोनों एक दूसरे को देख के बात करें तो क्या है? It is going to be reduced. उसका गुस्सा कम हो जाता है. तो देखने के बाद मैं देख लूंगा, तुमको बोलने अंदर ही अंदर बोले तो so that is going to be raised. यहाँ पे क्या है? गुस्सा बढ़ जा रहा है. Like that, poet never talked about his breath to his friend. Now the friend has become enemy. अब क्या हो गया? दोस्त क्या हो गया? Enemy बन गया. इतना गुस्सा बढ़ गया वो there is no limit for that breath. गुस्सा बहुत बढ़ गया तो उसका एक अंत नहीं थे. तो गुस्से अपने फ्रेंड को भी नहीं बताए तो किसको भी नहीं बताए. अंदर ही अंदर गुस्सा जल रहा है. It's burning and he watered the plant like that only. अपने ही गार्डन में का एक ट्री को उतने गुस्से से अंदर तो पूरा जहर भर गया है. तो वैसे ही उन्होंने पानी दिए वो ट्री प्लांट को. देन डेली गिविंग वाटर इट हैज बीन ग्रोन वन डे. तो ही नेवर एक्सप्रेस्ड हिज एंगर. तो उन्होंने तो कभी एक्सप्रेस नहीं करे अपने गुस्से को, दोस्त से बात नहीं करे. तो वैसा ही गुस्सा अंदर ही रह गया और बढ़ गया. There is no end to that breath. Then he watered to the plant. वो प्लांट एक दिन क्या हो गया? पूरा it has become a tree. छोटा सा प्लांट बड़ा ट्री बन गया. Now it is in a position to have a fruit in that tree. कौन सा स्टेज पे आ गया वो ट्री? वो फल देने का स्टेज पे आ गया. It has given an apple tree also. Apple here refers to the forbidden fruit. Means it is not for eating. It is forbidden to eat. तो एक दिन क्या हो गया? पेड़ पूरा बड़ा हो गया. तो it has given an apple. So one day what his friend, उसके दोस्त ने क्या करा? एक दिन एक रात को वो एप्पल चुरा के खा लिया. इसके कंपाउंड में आके, पोएट के कंपाउंड में आके एप्पल चुरा के खा लिया. खाने के बाद ऑन द स्पॉट ही डाइड अंडर द ट्री. खाने के बाद ट्री के अंडर ही वो डेथ हो गया उसका. So next morning when the poet saw that his enemy was died under the tree, so he felt so happy. बहुत खुश हो गया वो कि अपने फ्रेंड मीन्स एनिमी. पहले तो फ्रेंड था, वो दोस्त था, बाद में क्या हो गया? He has become a enemy. तो उन्होंने मर गया. Why he has died? By eating that fruit. So lot of jealous, lot of angry inside, like that he is going to pour the water to the tree, means the tree has become poison tree, not a normal tree. It has become a poison tree. Means here कौन सा भी ट्री ऐसा पॉइजन नहीं होता, बट हियर दिस इज द अजम्पशन ऑफ द पोएट दैट ऐसा गुस्से से भी अगर हम ट्री को भी पानी डाले तो वो ट्री भी क्या हो जाता है? पॉइजन हो जाता है. आदमी तो क्या है, वो तो झाड़ है. इफ वी आर ट्रीटिंग अदर्स विथ वेरी एंग्री, गुस्से से दूसरों के साथ बिहेव करना. ही इज पोरिंग वाटर टू द ट्री. ट्री को पानी डाले तो वैसा गुस्से से ही पानी डाले तो वो एक दिन बड़ा होके ट्री क्या हो गया? जहर बन गया. सो दैट फ्रूट हैज बीन ईटन बाय हिज फ्रेंड. तो अब क्या है? वो एनिमी, फ्रेंड तो एनिमी बन गया. एनिमी क्या? चुरा के वो एप्पल खा लिया. तुरंत वो ही on the under that tree he has died. By seeing that the poet also became happy, but afterwards he thinks that that's completely wrong. मैंने तो एक फ्रेंड को मार दिया. So he thought himself that, and he has physically he has not died, but mentally he has died. वो physically तो नहीं मरा पोएट ने, but mentally he had died. This is wrong. Whatever I have done, that is completely wrong. So हमारे विचारों से भरे हुए, हम कैसा विचार करते वैसा ही हो जाता. पॉइजन से, अंदर जेलसी से, एंगर से वो ट्री को पानी दिए तो ट्री क्या हो गया? पॉइजनस बन गया. सो वी शुड नॉट हैव दैट टाइप ऑफ क्वालिटी. वी शुड हैव good thinking. Just here the poet wants to say that we should have good thinking. Always we should think of good of others. अगर enemy भी हो तो उसका अच्छा होना बोल के हम हमारा इच्छा रहना. So let us see. This is the summary. Let us see what the William Blake has done. I was angry with my friend. मेरे दोस्त से बहुत गुस्से में था मैं. Here I refers to William Blake. I was angry with my friend. बहुत गुस्से में था मेरे दोस्त से. I told my breath. Breath is nothing but anger. मेरे गुस्से से कह दिया मैं कि my breath did end. कभी खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा था. It has never ended. गुस्सा कभी भी ठंडा हुआ ही नहीं. I was angry with my foe. Foe means enemy. अब friend क्या हो गया? Enemy बन गया. I was angry with my foe. I told it not. अपने दोस्त को कभी भी मैं तुम पे गुस्सा हूं बोल के कभी भी नहीं बता, अगर बता देता तो तब भी गुस्सा कम हो जाता था. That is also one question asked after this poem. If he has told his anger, what will happen? It is going to decrease automatically. So now the friend has become enemy. दोस्त अब एनिमी बन गया, अब गुस्सा भी बढ़ने लगा दिन भर दिन. बट मैंने कभी भी मेरे दोस्त को नहीं बताया, मेरे दोस्त को नहीं बताया, मेरे एनिमी को नहीं बताया कि मैं तुम पे बहुत गुस्सा हूं. आई नेवर टोल्ड, आई टोल्ड इट नॉट. माई wrath did grow. नहीं बताने की वजह से इट स्टार्टेड टू ग्रो. नहीं बताने की वजह से गुस्सा ज्यादा हो गया. So if see this is true. If we express our feeling, हम अगर हमारे फीलिंग दूसरों के साथ एक्सप्रेस करें तो our mind will become relaxed. हमारा मन बहुत ही रिलैक्स होगा. तो अंदर ही अंदर वो if we are not going to tell to someone means it is very trouble to us. So that will become a poison. The main intention of the poet is you have to express your feelings. दूसरों के साथ शेयर करना. शेयर इसका भी गुस्सा शेयर तभी करे तो गुस्सा ही नहीं रहता था, तो मरता भी नहीं था फ्रेंडों. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. मैंने नहीं बताया इसीलिए गुस्सा बढ़ने लगा. मैं तो बताया नहीं. I didn't express my feeling, so it started to grow. तो नहीं बताने की वजह से क्या हो गया, गुस्सा बढ़ते गया. I hope first paragraph clear for you. Then we will move to the second paragraph. And I watered it in fears. यहाँ पे it किसको रेफर करें? And I watered it in fears. It refers to the tree here. पानी डाल रहा था मैं डर के. Why he is watering to the tree with fears? इसको भी डर था कि अगर मैं इतना गुस्से से इसको पानी डाल रहा हूं कि ये बड़ा होके क्या हो जाए. What will happen? And I watered it in fears. डर के डाल रहा था मैं उसको पानी. Night and morning with my tears. Night and morning I have with the tears. रो रहा था दिन में भी रात में भी. Because I was angry with my friend. And I sunned it with smiles. Sunned. Gave light and heat. And that tree is going to get light and heat. Tree को भी light भी मिल रहा था और heat भी मिल रहा था. For example, for the growth of a plant, it needs light and heat. तो दिन में रात में रो के भी उसको पानी डाल रहे तो so it is going to get the sunlight. ट्री को सनलाइट मिल रहा था और हीट भी मिल रहा था. एंड आई स्टन्ड विथ स्माइल. अंदर तो इतना गुस्सा है, फिर बाहर कैसा हूं मैं, बहुत ही स्माइल से हूं. आउटसाइड आई एम स्माइलिंग विथ ऑल. सो ईच कॉइन हैव टू साइड्स. आदमी के फेस भी दो रहते, अंदर का एक बाहर का एक. बाहर का दिखावा रहता, प्रिटेंड मीन्स दिखावा. जो एक्चुअल फेस रहता है वो अंदर का रहता. अंदर का दिमाग एक बोलते, बाहर का एक बोलते. एवरीवन हैव दिस. एवरीवन हैव टू फेसेस. So what the poet is telling, inside he is too much angry, but outside he is with a smile. एक एक रहते हैं अंदर तो बहुत कुछ रहता उनके, बट बाहर देखे तो कितना मासूम है, कितना अच्छा है बोल के दिखावा करते हैं. So outside and I sung with smile. इतना सब कुछ रहने के बाद भी बाहर से मैं स्माइल से रहता था. And with a soft, delightful voice. Soft, delightful voice means tricks. ये ट्रिक था, प्रिटेंड करता था वो स्माइल के जैसा. एक्चुअली ही डोंट नो व्हाट इज स्माइल, ओनली ही नोज एंग्री. गुस्सा पता था उसको, स्माइल पता ही नहीं था. जस्ट ही वांट्स टू प्रिटेंड दैट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. दिखावा करता था कि मैं बहुत खुश हूं, तो अंदर से तो बहुत ही गुस्से में था वो अपने दोस्त के बारे में. लेट्स रिपीट दैट पैराग्राफ. एंड आई वाटर्ड इट इन टीयर्स, night and morning with tears, and I sunned with it with smiles and with soft, delightful voice. These are the tricks. Tricks से खुश रहता था वो. Let's move to the third paragraph. And it grew both day and night. And it grew. Grew is nothing but the past participle of grow. It grew and it refers to again दिन में भी और रात में भी बढ़ रहा था वो. क्या बढ़ रहा था? Tree is growing till it bore an apple bright. बढ़ते बढ़ते कहां तक आ गया वो? It's going to have a fruit. फ्रूट देने तक आ गया. Till it bore an apple bright. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright. It is in the stage that it can give a fruit now. And my foe beheld it shine. And my foe is nothing but enemy. मेरा enemy कहाँ है? Beheld it shine. इसके पीछे शाइनिंग कर रहा है यहाँ पे. एंड ही नो दैट इट वॉज माइन. एनिमी को पता था कि ये ट्री भी मेरा है और ये एप्पल भी मेरा है. ट्री इज ऑल्सो माइन एंड एप्पल इज ऑल्सो माइन. एंड इट ग्रेव बोथ डे एंड नाइट. बढ़ने लगा वो दिन में भी रात में भी. टिल इट बोर एन एप्पल ब्राइट. नाउ इट्स हैविंग इन इट्स स्टेज दैट it's going to have a fruit. And my foe beheld means saw. Foe means enemy. My enemy saw that there is a tree and there is a fruit. मेरा दुश्मन देख लिया कि मेरे गार्डन में एक झाड़ है, उसको फ्रूट्स भी लग रहा है. And he know that it was mine. उसको पता था कि ये this tree belongs to me. उसको पता था कि ये ट्री मेरा है. I will read it once again. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine. And he knew that it was mine. And into my garden stole. एक दिन मेरे गार्डन में चोरी हो गया. मेरे गार्डन मीन्स मेरा गार्डन नहीं है, हमारे पोएट के गार्डन पे एक दिन चोरी हो गया. क्या चोरी हो गया? एक फ्रूट चोरी हो गया. When the night had veiled the pole. Veiled means covered. Covered with darkness. चोरी डार्क नहीं हो जाता. The night is completely covered with the darkness. At that time, someone has stolen the fruit. In the morning, glad I see. Glad means happiness. सुबह उठ के देखे तो बहुत खुश हो गया. Why I am so happy? My foe outstretched beneath the tree. Outstretched means died, lying dead. सुबह उठ के देखने के बाद एनिमी कहाँ पे पड़ा? अंडर द ट्री, डाइड, मर गया वो मेरा झाड़ के नीचे। My foe outstretched beneath the tree. He has died under, beneath means under the tree. And into my garden stole. एक दिन क्या हो गया? मेरा गार्डन चोरी हो गया, गार्डन में, sorry. When the night had veered the pole, means that veered the pole means darkness. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. तो उस सुबह में उठ के देखने के बाद फ्रेंड दैट इज एनिमी तो मर गया था मेरा ही ट्री के अंडर में। सो हियर what the poet wants to tell, I will read out once again complete poem. I was angry with my friend, I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe, I told it not, my wrath did grow. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with tears. And I sunned it with smile, and with soft deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. And into my garden stole, when the night had veered the pole, in the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. जब मैं उठ के देखा तो गार्डन में किसका डेथ हो गया था? एनिमी का. So poet has become very happy by seeing the enemy who was lying under the tree. But he thinks afterwards, सोच लेता वो, is am right? मैं मेरा जगह पे सही हूँ क्या? नहीं, is not right. दूसरों को जान लेना राइट है क्या? नो. फिजिकली इज अलाइव बट मेंटली द पोएट आल्सो डाइड. मेंटली पोएट भी मर गए. दिस इज जस्ट द assumption of the poet, we can say. Some of the multiple choice they have given. Watered it in fears suggest that बहुत ही फियर से पानी डाल रहे थे पोएट ने पेड़ को. द स्पीकर डिड नॉट हैव द करेज टू एक्सप्रेस हिज एंगर. द स्पीकर वाज अफ्रेड टू द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. द स्पीकर डिडंट वांट टू डिस्प्लेस हिज एनिमी. व्हाट इज द आंसर? द पोएट इज वाटरिंग द प्लांट विथ फियर. डर के मारे पानी डाल रहे थे वहां पे. द आंसर इज, उन्होंने क्यों डर रहे थे कि व्हाट विल हैपन नेक्स्ट, आगे क्या होगा इससे. सो द आंसर इज B1. द स्पीकर वाज अफ्रेड ऑफ द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. आगे क्या होगा. द वर्ड टीयर्स सजेस्ट दैट, टीयर्स क्या सजेस्ट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? द स्पीकर टू सफर्ड फॉर सप्रेसिंग हिज एंगर. The enemies suffered. The speaker had to go through a lot of anxiety. The speaker too suffered for suppressing his anger. Sunned it with smile. Sunned means gave light and heat. Sunned it with smile. Suggest the speaker cunningly hid his anger with bright smiles. The speaker pretended that he was not angry. The speaker let his anger grow secretly. Here, first answer, the speaker cunningly hid his anger with bright smiles. Purposely वो छुपा रहे थे अपने एंगर को, तो बाहर तो क्या था? स्माइल था. Why B answer is wrong here? The speaker pretended that he was not angry. दिखावा भी कर रहे थे, but in our sentence they have given the bright smile. So sorry, in our poem they have given the bright smile. The speaker, answer is the speaker cunningly hid his anger with bright smiles. The poet so far has been talking about his suppressed anger, a growing tree, both. Most he has wrote about his suppressed anger. Anger को उन्होंने अंदर ही अंदर suppress कर लिए. He has never talked his anger. Then 14th one, apple in the poem refers to a forbidden but teeming apple in the garden of Eden. Consequences of suppressing anger, a fruit of his enmity. A answer, forbidden. 15th one, the apple is bright because it is intended to attract the foe. It is intended to tempt the foe. It is cunningly devised to hide the bitterness. It is cunningly devised to hide the bitterness. C1. Who stole into the speaker's garden? The friend or the enemy stole the speaker's garden. The word stole means that the enemy stole the apple, that the enemy entered the speaker's garden. Enemy stole the apple or entered the speaker's garden, steal, kill. Enemy stole the apple and they are eaten. A poison tree could refers to a tree of hatred and enmity growth by of seed suppressed anger. The answer is right. And some of the close study that has been given, read out. Paragraph answer is also given. How does the poet use the image of the tree to bring out the destructive effect of the suppressed anger? This is very, very important. So some of the activities is also given. Do you think the speaker was right in being glad to see his foe death? So what was happened to his own garden now with the poison tree? What would happen in growing a poison tree? How could we have avoided planting the poison tree? The teacher reads loud the first two lines 3 or 4 times. Close your eyes and listen to each sound carefully. Means the sounds of the consonant sound. It may be consonant sound or it may be vowel sound. The consonant sound R and D are repeated 4 and 5 times respectively. When the consonant sounds appearing at the beginning of closely placed words are repeated, it is called alliteration. One of the most information they have been given here, alliteration. It comes in the figure of speech, that is simile, metaphor, personification, alliteration. Our next one is alliteration. What is alliteration? The teacher reads aloud the first 2 lines of 3 or 4 times. First 2 lines. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. See here, R is repeated. I was angry in the first line with my friend. I told my wrath, R is there. My wrath, again they have repeated my wrath, same word. In the third line also angry. Angry and wrath R word is R. This is a vowel sound or consonant sound? Consonant sound. It is repeated again and again. So the words which are going to repeat again and again is called as alliteration. जो repeat हो जाता है बार बार. In the first 2. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath, it has been repeated 3 times. So that is they wants to express here. So repeating R 4 to 5 times repeatedly. When consonant sounds are appearing at the beginning of closely placed words are repeated, it is called alliteration. R in the wrath. When consonant sound appearing elsewhere in the closely placed placed words are repeated, it is called consonants. D, friend, told, did, and are in angry and friend. Being aware of such delicate sound devices help you to enjoy the poem. Pick out a few more examples of alliteration from the poem and pick out the few more examples of the consonants from the poem. Read the 4 rhyming words at stanza 3 which vowel sound is repeated. In the third stanza vowel sound is repeated and it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright, and my foe, O is repeated, bo, both, foe, and foe already. In the third line also it has been repeated. There is a repetition of the vowel sounds. The last fifth they have given. And find out the rhyming words in the third stanza. They told find out the rhyming words in the third stanza. And it grow both there. Rhyming words are night, bright, shine and mine. At the end of the line they have given the rhyming words, that is night, bright, shine and mine. These are the rhyming words. So successfully we have completed the poem, that is Poison Tree. In the next class we will see the next lesson. Thank you.